With us now from Capitol Hill, Tennessee, Senator Bob Corker. He is the top Republican on the Foreign Relations Committee, and he's an outspoken voice on the president's foreign policy and the budget fight. Senator, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie.
How do you see this event in the United Nations in which there was a snub or a failure to shake a hand and to move to perhaps a very fascinating photo op?
You know, Charlie, it's hard to say. You and I may have had this kind of situation. I know Nora has, where you've had a suitor that was overly aggressive and maybe,
yes,
but
Nora.
you know,
Yes.
Who knows what happens. I can tell you that there's no question that there wouldn't be an opportunity to even discuss diplomacy had we not enacted in a bipartisan way the sanctions that we now have on Iran. So we've had 2 rounds of those. They've had an impact. That's one of the reasons that Rouhani was elected, and hopefully we can build off the gains that have been created through those sanctions, which we know are affecting the country in a big way, but still haven't, of course, changed their behavior yet.
But you believe that there is real opportunity here, though, and that we have to take him seriously in a sense to see what they're prepared to do.
You know, Charlie, I think you always have to hope that diplomacy is going to work. I think at the same time, what you don't do is turn off the sanctions that we have in place. You leave the pressure there. So, look, you know, I do think that we've sent some mixed signals into the region recently. I don't know how seriously people are taking these things right now. But, look, I think, again, we need to continue to try to solve this diplomatically. Obviously, the Iranian ownership of nuclear weapons is unacceptable. So, look, I think we need to use every resource we have, and we'll see if there's an opportunity here. I will say that while his tone is different than we've had in the past, his actions have been very similar in the past to what we've seen, and that is a continued building towards them having nuclear armament. So, again, I think we need to use every resource we have. The sanctions right now are our best asset to hopefully continue down this path, okay?
I want to turn now to what's happening in the U.S. Senate and what's happening within your own party. One of your colleagues, Senator Cruz, has pulled an all-nighter. It's not a filibuster because the fate of this is really already decided. Are you concerned about that what your fellow senator is doing could hurt your party's chances of taking back the U.S. Senate?
Well, it depends on the outcome. I think, you know, all of us are unified in hoping that Obamacare will be delayed, defunded, you know, that we can do something relative to the individual mandate, that we can do something relative to the medical device tax. It's obviously the tactics that are being deployed, and again,
but
we'll
is Senator
see.
Cruz's speech going to do anything to help delay that for a year, which is the compromise that you guys are pushing for?
Well, we still have some time, and Nora, as you know, watching Washington for all the time you have, nothing typically happens until the last minute. So again, we'll see. I do think the House is already, as we know, looking at sending something back that's a little different than a pure defunding, a delay on the individual mandate, maybe dealing with the OPM piece. I think you know that congressional members and their staffs have ended up being dealt with a little differently than the rest of the country. So I think there are numbers of things that we might accomplish over this next week as long as we don't cause this to go beyond the time of the government needing to be funded.
Senator, no one doubts Senator Cruz's opposition to Obamacare and desire to defund it, but some people are saying this is about personal ambition and being seen fighting for this because it serves his own presidential ambitions.
You know, I think it's best for all of us to, I mean, people are here for different motivations, and I think to try to ascertain what somebody's individual motivation is, you know, probably is not a good thing for me to do. But look, I came here to try to help create our country an opportunity for our country to move ahead, to put in place good public policy, and hopefully over the course of the next several days we'll have the opportunity to do that. Thank you all so much. Okay?
Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Senator.
Senator.
Thank you.